Good morning, Horace Hawks. I'm Chaz Lee.
And I'm Brighton Van Vliet. Welcome to the HawkCast.
Speech season is now in full swing. With Nathan Amberg as their head coach, this group of aspiring leaders has been very successful throughout the speech season. So far, there have been 3 speech tournaments, and the following students have qualified for state: Reese Richard and Trey Reardon for Humorous Duo, Alora Rude and Vita Vogley for Humorous Duo, Mercy Johnson for Serious Prose, Nadir Mohammed qualified for Impromptu, and Vita Vogley qualified for Exempt Speaking.
The one at Peter and Wendy. Adam Pankow is the director of theater in West Fargo and will be the director for the one act. Auditions went great for everyone and they did a good job. Jaden Buer will be playing Peter and Reese Richard will be playing Wendy.
This season has been very interesting due to all the inclement weather. Currently, the boys basketball team had 5 game nights canceled and 8 game nights rescheduled to weather.
Last Thursday, the boys basketball team played against Cheyenne High School, and the final score was 66-74, with Cheyenne winning by 8. The top scorer was Carvin Fish with 23 points and 12 rebounds.
The junior varsity team's final record was 4-13, and the C team's final record ended up being 10-8. Overall, both teams had pretty great seasons and are looking forward to play varsity next year.
On the other hand, the girls' JV basketball team also had to cancel and reschedule many games due to the hazardous weather conditions.
The junior varsity's team final record was 9-3, and the C team's final record turned out to be 11-3. The girls' team had an amazing season, and we're looking forward to their varsity season coming next year. The Cheyenne boys hockey team played Grand Forks Central this past Monday and qualified for the state tournament. They won that game with a final score of 2-1. The girls hockey team took 4th place in the ND girls hockey standings with a record of 18-4-1. Their first game of state tournament will be played against Mandan. Horace's very own Maggie Seeley played a total of 23 games and had a save percentage of 92%, with a total of 496 saves. Wow.
The first day of softball tryouts are coming up on March 21st. Grades 8 to 12 are welcome. Tryouts are at Cheyenne High School. Softball is open gym at Cheyenne every Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. If you want to be on the softball team, make sure to be there, and best of luck to all the girls who are trying out.
Now we go to Seth with a Disney review.
I really enjoyed the Disney Plus series Book of Boba Fett. The plot was extremely interesting and they brought back some great characters. The backstory of Boba Fett after he survived the Sarlacc pit was amazing. The script was good, but I felt like there was something missing. The plot had more cohesion to it than the previous movies, and the story just had more enthusiasm overall. The CGI was very smooth and looked fantastic, especially the part where they deep-faked Luke Skywalker's face. The only aspect I didn't like about this series is that the 5th episode was so eventful that it overshadowed the finale that was being built up for 6 weeks. Though that's not necessarily a negative. Overall, it was a great series and exceeded my expectations, and I give it a 9 out of 10.
That's all for this week's short series.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Breaking news. Russia has invaded Ukraine. A lot of stuff going on. Let's see what people have to say on the street.
We are on the streets of Horace High School, and we're going to be interviewing our well-known beloved Jaden. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I won't try. Thoughts on the crisis happening currently in Ukraine?
Putin's not very good.
I can solemnly agree with that. How would you feel if you were in Vladimir Putin's, chair? Let's say he's in a chair, in his shoes. How would you feel? Do you think it's successful? Do you think you're doing the right thing for your country and your, policies?
I don't think he really cares. I mean, he must feel great. He's kind of steamrolling a really small country right now.
Okay, we're back. We're back on the streets. A very secretive streets meeting.
Yes.
On the streets. What's your thoughts on what's happening right now? In Ukraine specifically, in Russia?
I was going to talk about school. It is all pretty interesting. Bomb go boom, and I think that's not good. Bomb should not go boom.
What are your thoughts on on Ukraine?
They're going to pull the upset.
Yes, they are, hopefully. Thoughts on Ukraine?
I don't know. What do you want me to think about?
You can explain your little...
I think?
Yep. It's very interesting.
Well, I'm not entirely sure exactly what's going to happen other than it looks like that Ukraine's going to get annexed by Russia without some type of military intervention.
Kind of like Crimea.
Yeah, like they did in Crimea a few years ago.
Nice. World War III's up there. You want to tell me about that?
I think it's very unlikely that we get to World War III, but that's also what Europe thought before World War I.
Nice.
I don't think we're ready for World War III.
I agree. Thoughts on what's happening in Ukraine?
Well, currently I think that it is inherently unjust what they are doing in Ukraine because they are not abiding by international humanitarian law. However, both NATO and the U.S. and Britain are also breaking international humanitarian law by not abiding by the 1994 Budapest Memorandum, which innately requires that they defend Ukraine in the sense of an attack. So everyone is breaking the laws right now, so it's not guaranteed what's going to happen.
That's pretty thick in the brain. Good job. I appreciate that.
Give me the spiel you have. I bet you've been thinking about this.
Well, Russia's invading Ukraine. We all hate it.